Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a fun little video. Not going to get into coding stuff myself today. Instead I want to cover Manus, the agent out of China which has taken the world over by storm. The same thing happened maybe 6-7 weeks ago with DeepSeek R1. The West kind of awoken one day to this new model crushing all benchmark, having completely outclassed models that cost 10 times more to train. And this new agent, Manus, has really people telling us this is DeepSeek V2. Like this is another time that China has done it again. They've came out with this big AI breakthrough. And just to be clear, what these guys are saying that they can do, if we go a bit further in the video, is that they can say that you can have here full reports, that you can browse the web, you can code, even stock analysis. So essentially Manus is this agent to beat all agent, one agent to rule them all if you listen to Lord of the Rings. So if this is true, this is big. I have not been able to test it myself. There's a waiting list right now and I'm not cool enough or savvy enough to get on it. If you know anybody, hit me up, who knows? However, there have been speculations that it's not all that it seems to be. And a pretty interesting post came from this user, Gian, on X. And essentially, Gian was able to do some prompt injection, which is a regular way to not attack models, but to get around their safeguards. And Gian was able to get into the file system to essentially list the files that is available for Manus itself. This is not something I can verify myself, but if it is true, what we've uncovered is that this model that this agent supposed to be revolutionizing everything is actually Claude Sonnet from Entropic, likely 3.7, because the latest release from Claude from Entropic includes a thinking mode, which is the new reinforcement learning approach that everybody from O1 to DeepSeek R1 has now been using on their models, including Grok, including Claude. So if this is true, this is just something we already know. Essentially, everybody knows that for agent kind of task and for coding, Claude Sonnet 3.7 is the king of the hill right now. This is undisputed. All of us programmers rely on it for our daily work in Cursor, in Klein. And if you take something that is open source like Klein, you are able to see that this is just some really, really fancy prompt engineering with tool use. Tool use is essentially a way to let the model call external code. So for example, getting the weather, running a code snippet. I have a video coming out on Gemini explaining this. So if what this Gian user says is true, we essentially got a big hype moment, and this is just a good software. So Manus is not by any means a bad agent, but this means anybody with an Entropic API key is just able to replicate it. And it gets even better. Gian also posted on GitHub the prompt that showcases the abilities of Manus. So first of all, we have the loop here that really explains what the agent is good at. But if we go deeper, we now have the full abilities. And if we really, really dig deep, go a bit deeper, we have the tool use. This gives us something interesting. So first of all, the tool use JSON is essentially the contract of how the agent is told it can use its tools that it has. So what we see here is that we have tools like notify, ask the user, read files, and let's go on. We can write files, we can replace in strings, we can find content, exec a shell, so exec a terminal. We can wait on the terminal. So essentially, Manus is a really well-built and refined agent that just wraps Claude Sonnet 3.7. If you have maybe a few days, this is something you could rebuild on your own. This is something for which we will see open source versions within days. The real moat does not exist anymore in software. You cannot create any more software which cannot be replicated. Essentially because experienced developers can now use these tools and models to pump out these features at breakneck speed and replicate anything pretty quickly. So there you have it. I thought I would make just a simple video for you to understand that this is not something new, that this is you still have jobs. Manus won't replace everybody. It is a great software and you can do a lot with it, as we have to confirm. But just go ahead and build it yourself if you're technical. And if you're not, maybe comment on the channel, comment on this video, and maybe we'll try to make a build of our own. All right, everybody, this was a short one, not a release or anything special. Please like and comment. It really helps me. And see you in the next one.